One Zambia, one nation. The headlines. Government secures $511 million for drought relief. Smart Zambia to digitize 1,000 health facilities. Plus, union backs examinations for civil servants. With ZANIS News, I'm Kafola Salamba, and my sign language interpreter is Joas Shikombwe. ZANIS News in detail. Vice President Mtalela has disclosed that government has secured about $511 million United States dollars in pledges and donations for drought and hunger relief. This is from various partners in response to President Hakainde Hichilema's declaration of the drought as a national disaster and emergency. Mrs. Nalumango says government has put in place a transparent and strict system for the expenditure and monitoring of the funds. The Vice President said this at the News Diggers Newsmakers Forum at the Pamozi Hotel last evening.
So, the net metering means we can try to go solar and sell power. You alone, can you imagine? No bills at the end of the day, and then you'll be paid. That is what is being introduced, and ZESCO must work quickly on this. If you can't, at least you reduce power. I have reduced my bill very seriously. In a situation that all of us must be thinking through to find solutions. So water is key. But when it comes to energy, this is why your government, the government of your president, is saying, let us look for alternative power generation.
Meanwhile, Vice President Mtalela has challenged youths to be creative and innovative to solve current problems being faced. Mrs. Nalumango says youths have a huge role to play in addressing global challenges such as climate change and poverty because of their capacity to innovate. She says youths are not only the leaders of the future but also leaders of today. The Vice President further challenged youths to take advantage of various youth empowerment initiatives that government has created in order for them to build capacity to contribute to national development. She was speaking at the News Diggers Newsmakers Forum at the Pamozi Hotel last evening.
Youth are the leaders we keep talking about, not just of tomorrow, of today. Shape your future. So where are you yourself? The role of the youth cannot be overemphasized. It is important. But we need the youth that are genuine, the youth who have a passion, the youth that do not sit back, the youth that must show themselves that they are ready and willing. Yes, you may have to sacrifice in the initial stage, but show yourself. Pull yourself above the rest and pull your friends. You are the ones we are looking to. This is a fact. We are looking to innovation. Do you think I can innovate at my level? The old books. To teach us new tricks is big work. But for you, and all the youth, I see many youth people here. It is your world today. You have to stand up, be responsible, be different. We are looking to you. That's all I can say. What role? You have a very serious role. Because you have capacity to understand.
Smart Zambia National Coordinator Percy Chinyama says government plans to digitalize 1,000 health facilities in all the 10 provinces by the end of 2024. Mr. Chinyama says the e-government division has so far digitalized 400 health facilities in 20 districts. He says the digitalization of the health facilities using the Smart Care Pro system will ensure record integration in all healthcare facilities. During the mid-year media breakfast held in Lusaka today, the Smart Zambia National Coordinator said the digitalization of health facilities is a significant milestone in Zambia's digital transformation journey, aligning with the presidential directive. And Smart Zambia Director in charge of the government service bus, Bilton Siwulonga, stated that The Know Your Customer system has enabled Smart Zambia to have details of all clients that access the system.
Last year, we committed 600 health facilities. Guest of honor, I'm here to announce to you, we are going to digitize 1,000. We've already done 400. On top of the 400, we are going to do another 600. Now, you need to understand what that means. What that means is that if you've been a client to one of those 1,000 health facilities, then government has your health record. When you go to the other one, whether it's in Chanida, as long as it's one of those 1,000, they will know you. So for us, this is a huge milestone.
The information that we are putting on the GSP is secure, and moreover, the information that goes there is more of public. Personal information is really kept under a very secure environment. So we think that the GSP is extremely safe. First of all, you will note that before you start interacting with the ZAM portal, let me switch over to the ZAM portal because that's the one which interacts with the public. Before you interact with the ZAM portal, we need to know who you are. So the process of registering, you have to be confirmed that you are a Zambian, either by the institutions that you have interacted with, RATSA, PACRA, ZANIS, and finally, it will be the Department of National Age. So you need to be confirmed that you are what you are.
Zambia Industrial Commercial Bank, ZICB, have signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU aimed at enhancing digital connectivity for small and medium enterprises, SMEs. Speaking during the signing ceremony, Airtel Business Director Lindiwe Banda explained that the MOU is meant to help SMEs that are banking with ZICB to access affordable and reliable internet devices and other internet banking platforms. Ms. Banda said the company is delighted to partner with the bank to enhance digital connectivity for SMEs by providing them with reliable and affordable internet as the country makes progress towards the digitalization agenda. She said the partnership aims at continuously supporting the digital transformation of SMEs in Zambia. And ZICB Acting Chief Executive Officer Luis Kabula said digital connectivity, especially for small businesses, is no longer a luxury but a necessity for businesses to thrive in today's fast-paced and technology-driven economy.
Another photo just to shake hands. Digital agenda of driving digital growth and scalability within the businesses. So we're absolutely excited for this moment. We have high expectations of the results of this Memorandum of Understanding, and this is our way of contributing to a more digital economy that will drive the growth of the economy here in Zambia.
Devices will be provided to our clients. Our branch strength is over 20. We spread across the country. There are just 2 more provinces that we're about to reach. And so we're very, very excited to partner with Airtel today. And digital is the way to go. We encourage all clients, potential clients out there, our existing clients, to come and join us, come and be part of this big MOU with Airtel. There are a lot of other features that are available, a lot of products that you can leverage on, and you can manage your capital from this opportunity.
In environmental news, Minister of Green Economy and Environment, Mike Mposha, has urged the Zambia Environmental Management Agency, ZEMA, to ensure investment projects are assessed and permits issued to applicants on time. Here's a report.
Mike Mposha is on a familiarization tour to appreciate many activities that are taking place under his ministry. Speaking when he called on the Copperbelt Province Permanent Secretary Augustine Kasongo, Mr. Mposha has called on the provincial administration to work together with his ministry in protecting the forest and the environment.
There are many activities that are all going towards the forest. If you talk about mining, most of the mining activities now are going into the forest. If you talk about expansions of towns, most of them are going actually into the forest, trying to cut down trees and put in infrastructure. Now, we need to strike a balance between the growth of the economy, but also in there how we must protect the forestry, how we must protect the environment, so that at the end of the day, that which we want to gain, the creation of jobs, the economic activities, are done in a much more sustainable way, but without creating harm to the environment.
The minister has also called on the Zambia Environmental Management Agency, ZEMA, to ensure that issuance of permits is done on time.
They have a job to inspect, they have a job to also ensure compliance. But also, they have a job to ensure that the projects, the various projects that the private sector are bringing forward are looked into and approved very quickly. So we have to work together with the province to ensure that all these departments, including ZEMA, they must attend to issues of permits in good time. We must protect this forest. We must ensure that we also allow, in areas where trees have been cut down, we must allow that we plant more trees. We also allow the forestry to regenerate.
Earlier, Copperbelt Province Permanent Secretary highlighted some of the challenges that the departments under the green economy and environment are facing.
We also have challenges that affects your ministries. For example, the main challenge that we have is encroachment in the forest. I think this is an issue that we've been discussing, I think from day one when I came into this office. We've had issues with Minister of Lands, the Council, and of course with the Minister of our ministry. And some of the issues we are in the process of resolving, but the scourge has continued, and it's something that we seriously need to spend time to look at. Otherwise, we shall have no forests that are going to remain.
The minister says measures are being put in place to ensure that most of the challenges are addressed. Nelly Bota, ZANIS, Ndola.
We take a break.
Woman Thou Art is a program that offers counsel to the female folk, sharing real-life experiences and providing guidance to the women and young girls on necessary steps and conducts that will help shape and nurture a sober society. Watch Woman Thou Art on ZANIS TV every Wednesday at 18:30 hours on the Topster channel, channel 6 DTT, and channel 458 DTH.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Mazabuka District Commissioner Oliver Mlomba has urged farmers in the district to start preparing for the 2024-2025 farming season to mitigate the hunger crisis. More in the following report.
The poor rainfall pattern of the previous season has led to a hunger crisis, which government is putting in all measures to alleviate the situation. Mazabuka District is preparing for a good season if the rainfall pattern will be favorable, as the District Commissioner Oliver Mlomba urges farmers in the district to take up the opportunity very seriously. Mr. Mlomba confirms that government has made progress to ensure the distribution of inputs is done in time for the coming season.
The government has not gone to sleep, especially under this drought period, where people lost all their crops across the board, even after government had supplied inputs in time, not even on time, but in time. the government, under the able leadership of His Excellency, President Tsvangirai, will this year distribute inputs early so that farmers are ready to plant. Anytime the rains will start raining, farmers should be having their inputs. That's the fertilizer and the seed. I therefore wish to encourage our farmers out there not to lose hope. You never ever lose hope, because the government has not lost hope. The government is still with you. The government is going to supply with you with inputs in preparation for the 2024-2025 farming season. Hopefully the rain pattern will be good and we may head for a bumper harvest.
Farmer Support Input Program FISIP ensures farmers are provided with the necessary inputs for the farming season, and this particular program has been improved in the recent past. Gazela Habwanda, ZANIS, in Mazabuka District.
Refonse District Commissioner Richard Mavena has challenged youths to desist from abuse of the internet but use it to enhance their studies. Mr. Mavena says it is high time that youth took advantage of the free education policy to further their education. He was speaking during a fundraising venture held at St. Andrew's, the Apostle Catholic Church, Chinyunyu Parish. And Parish Priest John Nkonkaisha said the church is committed to working with government in enhancing development through the One Zambia, One Nation motto.
Your phones, don't use your phones. The so-called Googling and everything. Google something which is very good, so that at least you are able to succeed. Without your education, you are nothing. So what I'm saying is that it's a challenge for you young ones. Coming to church pays you. And I'm happy that the church has even built this. I've been told that will be a corner where you can be youths to use it. Make use of that. So the best thing is put much effort in studies. Use, please. And it's free education.
So the One Zambia, One Nation motto, to achieve it, we are one family. We have to preach peace. We have to preach unity, because unity is what makes us who we are. Even to achieve whatever goals we have to achieve, it's together. When we work together as a team.
These rooms are going to be very beneficial to the youths, especially that now we have free education. We have conference rooms that they can use for study. They have rooms that can be used for counseling. The monies that we need as at the moment, the targeted money that we are trying to fundraise is 120,000 kwacha. And this is why today we are holding a fundraising venture that aims to raise the 120,000 kwacha to complete the structure that is going to benefit everyone in the community, hoping that people can come on board to help us to complete the structure.
Lusaka Province Permanent Secretary Robert Kamalata has called on local authorities and traditional leaders not to give out land to anyone, especially investors, for selfish gain. Speaking during the Disclosure and Scope meeting organized by Velos Enterprise Limited, Mr. Kamalata said authorities should only give out land for the benefit of the community. Beatrice Mfola has more in the following report.
Lusaka Province Permanent Secretary Robert Kamalata has called on investors in the country to exercise social corporate responsibilities in the communities they operate in so that the local people can also benefit from the projects.
So when there are big mines going in such areas, that is what people are expecting. You give back to the community in which you are operating from.
Mr. Kamalata says government will continue partnering with local and foreign investors to enhance development.
That, fine, this is the company that is working there. Let us work together. We are friends in development. And that can only work if we have one voice.
By the government, and these are developmental issues where the president is very serious, that he needs to have, we need to see it with that we develop our country at a fast rate because of what we are going through. To Velos, take the challenge and also try to engage more with the traditional leaders so that at least you work together and also foster development in those chiefdoms.
Velos Enterprise Limited Director Christopher O'Donnell says his company will remain committed to demonstrate accountability and responsibility of environmental and social impacts.
And we're also learning as we go along, learning to work with traditional leaderships, PS, DC, or officers as well. And we hope to get better and to be more communicative with you as we proceed down this road. But there's lots of value here, and we want to help grow it. I don't know how many processing plants we have in this district today for copper, but we intend to put one of the biggest ones.
Beatrice Infula for ZANIS News in Rufunsa.
The news continues. The Civil Servants and Allied Workers Union of Zambia, CISAWUZ, has seconded the proposed move to introduce job promotion examinations for civil servants. CISAWUZ President Joy Vene says the move will help fight the biased elevations of some workers. More in the following report by Jen Famtoshi.
Servants and Allied Workers Union of Zambia, CISAWUZ members in Northwestern Province, who have convened in Solwezi for the 3rd Provincial Conference. Among the activities being conducted here is the election of the union provincial leadership. Northwestern Province Permanent Secretary, Colonel Granson Katambi, officiates and urges the union to be proactive.
Say no to a bad thing other than salary increments, Mr. President. We want to have a civil service which is free of corruption. Exams, you can sit for an exam and pass, but as long as we have people that are bent on corruption, nepotism, they'll still find a way to do away with the exams.
CISAWUZ President Joy Vene addresses some trending issues.
When we looked at pros and cons, we discovered that what the Vice President is talking about is not new. If you remember, National Institute of Public Administration, NIPA, came in to see how best they can help to understand the civil service. It was there. Today, they are talking about the exams. We can't fear. Why? We have discovered, especially under the previous administration, there is no way a small boy comes today. And we have got this man, this woman, who has been working for the past 20 years. This boy becomes the boss.
Meanwhile, one of the participants, Emma Zulu, pledges continuity of hard work in the civil service.
We will continue as civil servants to work extra hard and ensure that we live by the responsibilities that we are employed for. We pledge to work hard and be responsible workers and ensure that we follow all the government guidelines and regulations.
Reporting for ZANIS in Solwezi District, Jennifer Mtoshi.
We take our last break. Stay tuned.
The Issue is a program that looks at topical issues happening in the country. Watch The Issue every Friday at 19:30 hours, only on ZANIS TV, Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH on Topstar. Don't miss.
Welcome back. Northwestern Province Permanent Secretary Granson Katambi has urged the Provincial Health Office to prioritize installation of solar panels in health facilities as power backup. Colonel Katambi has also challenged the Provincial Health Office to construct flood-proof health facilities in the next budget. He was speaking during the provincial planning meeting and launch of the year 2025 to 2027 budget plan. He said climate change has exacerbated existing challenges in health facilities.
Change, as we all may be aware, exacerbates existing challenges in health infrastructure. Floods and drought can damage health facilities, hindering access to essential health care services. Therefore, during the 2025 budget calendar, we should prioritize investments in building climate resilient health infrastructure. This includes installing solar panels for power backup and improving water supply systems to ensure a reliable source of clean water for hygiene practices.
We cannot talk about a good health system or provision of health services without the strong foundation of the primary health care. And this is why this program or this meeting is so critical and very important. And I only hope that we'll take this meeting very, very seriously, so that what we learn, what we discuss, what we iron out here should be able to result in improved health deliveries in our health facilities.
Lusaka Central Member of Parliament, Mulambo Haimbe, says Bolen Mini Hospital will soon get a mortuary following the approval of the project under the Constituency Development Fund, CDF. Mr. Haimbe, who is also Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, says the construction of the mortuary is important because of the large population that the hospital is servicing around Bauleni Township. More in the following report.
A project to construct a mortuary at Bolen Mini Hospital in Lusaka Central Constituency in Lusaka District will soon commence using the Constituency Development Fund. Lusaka Central Member of Parliament Mulambo Haimbe has confirmed this development.
For ourselves as Lusaka Central Constituency, CDF, we've already approved the mortuary. So as you know now, once a project has been approved, if funds are not utilized, the central government will claw them back. So we would want to make sure that that mortuary project moves as quickly as possible.
In future, when you help us build that nice first level hospital, we can then dedicate this space to care for women and newborns, so that this whole space remains as a maternity space.
The lawmaker, who is also Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, says there is need to expedite the process of elevating Bolen Mini Hospital to a level 1 hospital. He was speaking during the handover of a walk-ins held around the health facility using the Constituency Development Fund to enhance security.
You have seen the work that has been done, the dedication of the staff here at Bolen Mini Hospital, which we want to become a level 1 hospital, and would like support from that perspective. I'll use this platform to speak directly to the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Local Government, to quickly look into this request for extension and come to our aid.
And Lusaka District Commissioner is calling on other constituencies in Lusaka to prudently utilize the Constituency Development Fund.
When we hear things happening, this is what we talk about. There are other people who are not even doing anything in their constituencies. Very soon they will be exposed. For me, I'm assuring you, I'm starting next week going in the constituencies, checking on the projects. Council, you're here, isn't it? You are here. I'll make sure that I'm going in the field. Sometimes I will not even tell you.
Other projects to be done around the health facility include street lighting to further enhance security. Mijelo Mweba reporting for ZANIS in Lusaka.
The Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, DMMU, in collaboration with the Department of Social Welfare, has provided a mattress and assorted items to a family in Navutika Township in Chipata District whose child has a cerebral palsy condition. Take a look at this report.
Government, through the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit and the Department of Social Welfare, has come on board to assist a vulnerable family in Navutika compound in Chipata District. The family of 4, with a 10-year-old child suffering from cerebral palsy, has been finding it hard to fend for themselves. DMMU Eastern Province Regional Coordinator Kalengo Mumba says government is committed to assisting struggling households that do not have any means of sustainability.
We are happy that we were told of this case, and government has come in to support in a small way, but we do believe that the small way in which we are supporting will go a long way. We'll try and see if this household can be put on a program where every month we can be supporting them with a few food items for them to be able to feed and improve their household food security, because the livelihood of the family is practically dependent on agriculture, and the season did not perform very well. That's why we had a drought situation. So we are happy as a department to come and support the household.
And Chipata District Social Welfare Officer Charity Perry says the family will be put on the social cash transfer program.
Indeed, government through the department is assisting a lot of beneficiaries. Chipata alone, we have more than 23,000 beneficiaries who are benefiting from the cash transfers in the district. As a department, we do case management, and the file for this household, I think, will be opened immediately. We'll see how we can link them to other service providers, plus also see to it that the next time we are enrolling people on cash transfer, the household also registers to be on the program.
The family has commended government for the support.
Mulungu wapanga njira kuti mwaifire malo ano nonga zikomo nditu niye vinji vokamba koma nemitokoza tyake nditu nzinidandaula kuzoona tumende tenzitayamba notupa tofoloka kuti ayona ambakosoweka bakuli mtupa nanga zikomo mwanji zikomo amula kudaiseningako.
Sylvester Shimba for ZANIS in Chipata District, Eastern Province.
We end ZANIS News with a sad story from Western Province, where the Zambia police in Mongo District has picked up a body of a female infant from a drainage. It is suspected that the mother aborted and threw the fetus into the drainage. Meanwhile, community members have condemned the mother's action, describing it as barbaric and uncalled for. Munalula Matakala expressed sadness, saying the incident is unfortunate, and another resident, Molako Kanahala, expressed shock at the incident.
It's a very sorry sight. It's such a cute baby. It was growing so well, and for its life to be cut so short, it really saddens me as a mother. Please, my fellow women out there, our young children that are growing up right now, please, if you are not ready to have a child, do not engage yourself in these activities that will lead you into having a child. There's a lot of things that you can do. There's condoms, there's contraceptives.
We came to buy mealie meal, but instead we discovered the body of a baby in a drainage. This is unacceptable because despite life's challenges, one cannot fail to take care of a child.
Mwana mulimu uvire mutu ya pepe mutu ahole amuhulisha ni hamutuse konena bape mulimu banyaza kulero ya mulimu yakuri bapete bake.
This is a shocking and disturbing incident. It goes against God's plan for us to nurture and care for children. It's disheartening to see young people engage in sexual activities without taking responsibility for their actions. This behavior is unacceptable.
What has happened is bad. Such mothers, once found, should be arrested so that others learn from them.
As we end the news, we have the headlines once again. Government secures $511 million for drought relief. Smart Zambia to digitize 1,000 health facilities. Plus, union backs examinations for civil servants. On that note, we end ZANIS News. My name is Kafola Salamba, and on behalf of my sign language interpreter, Joas Shikombwe, and the entire production crew, it's thank you so much and stay tuned.